Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. I hope you are all well, happily crafting and staying safe. I'm coming to you, I've had a couple of requests from ladies that have seen my picture skins or faux pick skins, and because I only made one pack with just the skins, it got sold quite quickly. So I was asked if I could maybe make a pack together with that sort of look, and so I did. I've only made 2 packs, and they're going to be available on my Etsy store. So I'm just going to go through with you what's included in these packs. So I've made them so that they've all got a number each, so when you go in, that's what you what there are. So I'll just pop this back because that's part of it that goes in here. So we'll just start with pack 1. Okay, so pack 1 is, I've put in some skins. Some are coloured, some are black and white. And what I've done is I've left these. I forgot to do that. Use a pinking shears on that. I'll finish it off with a pinking shears. Is that I've made them larger so that when you cut them out to your size and you want to sew around it and stitch around it, you can, and then cut it to your size. You'll actually have some of this paper left, and you can use it for you know, doing some collages and stuff. So it's no use me cutting to size, because you might like it smaller, you might like it bigger. And I didn't stitch around because you can stitch around it in your choice of colour. So here is pack 1's pictures, which is this one. And then this one. Everybody loves this one. And, you know, 3 layers, very pliable. The machine will go through it really easy. There's 3, number 3. See if you can see that. It's a bit dark in here. And this is a really old one. I've backed this one on some very vintage music paper, which was quite brittle. That'll make actually a really good photograph too. And this one. So there's 6 skins in each pack. Love this one. And a really old vintage photo there. Look at the preem. Okay, so they're really big pieces. And and I have the dimensions of the actual pictures in my shop. So for instance, this picture is about 12 centimeters wide, long, and about 10 centimeter wide. So, you know, and if you're going to sew around it, you'll have all this left over. That's great for collage. And then of course the smallest picture is this one, and that measures about, these are just, you know, rough guesses, 6.5 centimeters by about 7.5 centimeters. And again, you've got a lot of skin left for you to play with. And included is an embossed waxed paper. I did quite a bit of waxing a couple of weeks ago and embossing, and it's absolutely beautiful. And that's quite a large piece there. Okay, you can make really nice envelopes out of this. So that's included in that. But wait, there's more, you know, that commercial. You'll get another piece of wax paper that is not embossed, that's kept plain. Okay, you'll get a little red paper doily, a pretty well hot coffee dyed index card, and here I've made some paper ruffle. They're coffee dyed paper ruffles. I've made these ones about 2.5 centimeters wide, and I've got the measurements 1.44 centimeters long, so they're just under 1.5 meters on that one. Then I made really narrow ones, which is really good for smaller projects. Put that away. And this one is 2.5 meters, and I stitched them and one side has got prints on it, so you can use it whichever way you like, and they're really easy then to refold that now, to put on the side of the pages. Here I've got some beautiful paper. I do believe it might be, they call it blueberry paper or mulberry paper or something, and you'll get 3 pages of that. I've got a really old dictionary, really nice and scrummy, and you can even smell it old. You have 2 pages of that, and a really heavy dyed map. This is a really old music sheet. It's come from a book that I had, and copyright was 1943. It's an original. And then you receive 10 pages of my heavy coffee dyed papers to go with the whole lot, the browns and that. So these are actually, I coloured these in a tray, and that's why a lot of the lines are in like this. And I don't have many doilies that I could have put in there. I've only done a couple, so you'll have a couple of pages of that. This one is really heavy dyed. This is really nice. And this one I've put on a baking rack. And here's one that was with a doily, and it just outlined different, looks more like a map, doesn't it? But look at the pattern on that side, and that look cool. And that one there. So that's pack 1. So you'll receive all these, and like I said, they'll be in the Etsy store. So I've only made 2 packs. I just don't have time to make any more at this point of time. So that's pack 1. Okay. So I suppose it depends upon what images you like, you know. So this pack again has 6 skins as well. Just different photos. Love this one. And I've actually left the writing on there. Handmade dolls around 1880s. This is my favourite one, sitting on the garden bench. Here's another one that could lend itself to a cute little postcard, couple of girls sitting in the garden. And because, to me, it looks like an old photo because it's got all that, you know, those lines through it and that. And again, you've got plenty of paper to play with afterwards to include in the journal if you're going to make a journal with this whole lot. Same as this one. So here you've got 6 as well. And they come in a sheet of embossed brown wax paper, and you will receive another wax piece of paper which is plain, and a pretty little red heart. Now with this one, the ruffles, you'll have 3/4 metre of coffee dyed music paper. Okay, index card, and you'll have a narrow ruffle of just under 1 metre. Okay. And this doesn't have print, it just has, oh yes it has, just a little bit of print on one side. Okay, so that goes in there. And another 3 pages of that lovely paper. So each pack is the same, except different photos, different pages of a dictionary, 2 pages of that. Very, very fine print, and very, it's quite strong. I've made a couple of seed pockets with this paper. A map, pretty well coffee dyed if you like that sort of thing. And here's another one of that book, and this one, copyright 1947. Now they're quite old. It's an original, and I coffee dyed it to make it strong. And here are the 10 pages of really heavy coffee dyed paper. You can see it right on the edge there. Here's some of the patterns that come through. And here's the tray lines, and there's the pattern that's just come through on the edge. And really, you know, that look really, really cool. It's giving me ideas. This was a doily. Look how that come out. Very heavy, so different patterns. Okay. So they are yummy if you like really heavy coffee dyed paper, but I was asked if I could make up a pack, so I made, instead of one, I made two. And they'll get loaded up on my store. Oops, and it'll probably be on there by the time you finish watching this video. And look at the nice wrinkled pages, don't we all like that? So that's 10, 10 pages gives you 20 front and back to actually make a journal out of. So, and that's my share. And I'm trying to keep it flat because then the postage won't be much at all. After all, it's only paper. But, a little bit of work went into it. The coffee dyeing, the waxing, the embossing, the sewing. So, it's just not a piece of scrap paper. So this will be pack 2. And this is pack 1. Okay? So, I hope you enjoyed this little presentation. I probably won't be putting up a video for the next maybe a day or so because I've got a fair bit to do outside. And but it was a request. I thought I'd get that done and share it. So until next time, you know what you've got to do. Happy crafting. And thank you everyone for your ongoing support. And thank you for the ladies that have already bought some goodies from my store. Really excited about it, which is great. And, I'm trying to do a lot of destashing. I've got lots of fabrics and laces that I want to sell as well in packs before I can go ahead on my next lot of projects. So thanks, everyone, and stay safe. Bye for now.